Chris Biffle, coming to you live from Yucaipa, California. We're going to start our show, incredible show for you tonight in a few minutes. Let me just adjust my screen a little bit through the wonders of technological wizardry. We're broadcasting across the United States and around the world. We even have some people on from Venezuela this afternoon. And you've got me on from Yucaipa, California. So from Yucaipa to Venezuela, we say hello. Getting ready to start the show. Here we go. Incredible show for you tonight. Of course, it's incredible every night, but this is a good one, man. This is going to change your teaching life. Here we go. Mind Soccer. Brought to you by Whole Brain Teaching. I'm Chris Biffle at wholebrainteaching.com. I wonder how many of you out there are interested in professional development credit. And who wants a copy of these slides? I'll tell you at the end of the broadcast. This is program 507. Don't need to write it down. I'll come back at you with that number. But let's just start off tonight. Short, powerful program that's going to change your teaching life. It's going to add a whole extra dimension of fun. Mind Soccer. Anybody out there tuning in for professional development credit, let us know. Just curious. When you type in your name and your grade, you'll notice that your name comes up in black. That is if you're watching this program live. This is October 4th. If you're not watching it October 4th, you can type in all you want and I'll be somewhere else. Look at the red names though. The red names are our resident experts. Pay attention to their advice. Let's get going here. Here we have our dear friend, Mr. Franklin.
What's Mind Soccer?
And Biffy B, who's kind of a smart alecky little insect, says, how do you kick a ball mentally? He's always putting those little jabs in at me. Well, Biffy B, I've got an answer for you if you'll just be patient. Here's a short definition of Mind Soccer. Mind Soccer is an academic review game of such hysterical fun that kids will do anything, even schoolwork, to play. So before I go further, just give me your attention here. Tilting down my screen a little bit so I get this feeling of powerful interaction with this international audience. Wouldn't it be incredible if you had a learning game that kids would work hard at learning in order to play? Let that sink in. This is not like some 7-Up game or toss the ball around the classroom where the kids are not really learning anything. This game is an academic review game of what? Look at me. Here come the glasses. What's going to happen with the glasses? You tell me. You guys who are regulars. What happens now with the glasses? You know what happens with the glasses. They come off. That's right. They always come off for the big points. This learning game, kids will be so intensely involved in that they'll work hard at learning in order to play it. And you know what we call that? Teaching heaven. Yeah, that's what we love. And the kids love it too. Let's get that straight. We only want to do stuff that kids love. Now that's a pretty strange thing to say by a teacher. We only want to do stuff that kids love. But the more they love it, the more engaged they are, the better we teach. In whole brain teaching, we weave the golden thread of fun through everything we do. give me an oh yeah. I'm going to look to see if you're giving me an oh yeah. I'm calmed down now. I'll put my glasses back on. Let's go to our next point here. Here is a new character. His name is Toodles. Toodles was what my mother called me when I was a baby, Biffy Toodles. So Toodles says, sounds groovious, this incredible game that kids will play in order to learn even more. And Mrs. Connerly, as you know, my 6th grade teacher, you know the story well, my friends. She invited me to the school dance. She says, double groovious, but how do you play mind soccer? Mrs. Connerly always gets right down to it. Here we go. Divide your class into 2 teams. Boys against girls works great. To create a soccer field, mark off your scoreboard in hash marks. The eraser representing the soccer ball starts at midfield. Now I have a high-tech prop here that I've carefully prepared. It's my stapler. So this is the eraser. And back here is my blackboard. So you mark it off in hash marks. The stapler, the eraser, that represents the ball. And you know, veteran teachers, I don't care if you teach kindergarten or if you teach grad school, there's no better team than boys against the girls. Do you feel that? Deb Weigel, welcome to us from Yuma, Arizona. Good to have Deb Weigel on, one of our resident experts. Let's look at our next slide here, my friends. Here's a new colleague, Miss Stewart. Miss Stewart was my high school teacher. She didn't look like that, but I was searching around for a name, and she says she was kind of a, she could be a kind of a grumpy gal. Swell, but where does academic review come in? And Toodles says, make up a list of lots of short answer questions, multiplication facts, vocab, science, history, grammar, anything. The key is a short answer question. So here we go, my friends, my online friends. Write in some short answer questions. I'll give you a sample. What's 6 times 6? Another sample. What overseas country is Biffle going to present a conference in mid-October? Turkey, specifically Istanbul. Write some more short answer questions. Let's just get those thinking caps on. Short answer questions. Degree of a right angle. Very good. What's the capital of California? Sure. What's a noun? What letters at the beginning of the word milk? Christy, that's a good one. Capital of Missouri. Give me some more capitals. I don't want more capital stuff. What's a simile? Is glass a natural resource? Who's got milk? That's great. What are the steps to multiply decimals? Very, very good. What is a power pix on the wall? 5 regions of USA. You've got it. That's exactly what we're talking about. Short answer questions. But listen to me, my friends. Go in with a list of them. Don't think that you can think about these off the top of your head. Because in Mind Soccer, you're going to be firing those questions at the kids. Go in with your list. Whatever you want. All on one subject or multiple subjects. Mind Soccer is flexible. That's what that gesture means. Let's go to our next slide. Here's a new one of my friends. Mr. Sheppard. How many questions and about what? States and capitals. I love states and capitals. I'm going to say something about states and capitals now, my friends. Chris Rexted is online. Fantastic. The co-founder of Whole Brain Teaching, Chris Rexted, is in the house, the electronic house. Now let's talk about states and capitals. Toodle says 50 to 60 questions. You can use states and capitals, but it's way more useful to do states and big cities. It's dandy to know Tallahassee is the capital of Florida. But how about knowing where Miami is? Let's just stop there a second. And you know what? The glasses come off again. Is this the second time or the third time the glasses have come off? Yes, we love states and capitals. It's good to know that Albany is the capital of New York. See, I remember from 6th grade. I memorized all those. That Baton Rouge is the capital of Louisiana. That's good to know. But hey, wouldn't it be nice to know that New Orleans was in Louisiana and that New York City was in New York? And those are two different things. New York is one thing. New York City is another. So can you just promise me you're going to kind of give up states and capitals and just say states and biggest cities? Yeah, Sacramento, that's the capital of California. People outside California don't care. But where's Los Angeles? What about San Francisco? Are you feeling me on that? States and big cities. Talk to me, my friends. What do you think? Yes? No? Maybe? Are you flexible? I'm hyped up tonight, but it's a good hype up. Class is back on. What do you think about that? EduCarp, thank you. States and big cities, awesome, says Tiffany. Buzzley, you're on board. Salem, Oregon. Let's go with Portland. That's right, my friends. All right, we've got a couple of people online who agree with Coach B. All right, math teachers, are problems too long to give? Has to be short answers, my friend. So you might say, what's the quadratic equation? And, kid could give that in 10 seconds. So any of your basic math facts, hypotenuse, Pythagorean theorem, short stuff. Anything they can do in their head that you want them to know right up there. 7 squared, you got it. Square root teach, I'm getting fond of you. Be careful. I might signal you out for some special kind of sarcasm. Here we go. Now pay attention. Just pay attention, please, my friends. Playing mind soccer. Each team selects a captain. Give him 10 seconds to pick a captain, or you pick it. Flip a coin and the captains call it. Winner gets to start. Then you fire questions at the winner's team. When the answers are fast, loud, and accurate, move the ball. That's the eraser, closer to the opponent's goal. Let's just stop. We got plenty of time tonight. So you got the team, boys and girls. You pick the captain, they pick the captain. Doesn't matter. You've got your list. You start firing questions at whichever one won the flip. What's 7 squared? What's the biggest city in Oregon? What's a hypotenuse? Fire the questions at them. If they're answers, and we think the whole group should be answering. So their answers are loud, fast, with big gestures. You move the eraser in the direction of where they're going to score a goal. You tell them, boys, this is where you're trying to score. So when I go this way, that's good for you. Girls, this is where you're trying to score. When the eraser goes this way, that's good for you. Let's go back to the slide. Great thing about tonight's program is that we can go a little slower than normal. Number 4, the faster and louder the answer, the stronger the kick, and the further you, the ref, move the ball. The team that is winning cheers whenever you advance the ball. The other team groans. That's it right there. Just stop for a second. It's the cheering and groaning simultaneous that makes the kids nutty happy. And in whole brain teaching, we love nutty happy when it's on task. We'll take nutty happy on task any day of the week. So you're moving the eraser. The girls go, yay! And the boys go, ugh. They want to do that. Let them. So it's a simultaneous cheering and groaning where a lot of the fun comes in. Let's go back to the slide. Now, The team that's winning cheers whenever you advance the ball, the other team groans. Wrong answer. Or one that's too slow, you shout out, steal, and the other team gets the ball. So here is where the fun comes in. This is how you keep the game close. What are the most exciting games? The most exciting games are the games that are close. So you got some wacky, crazy game you play in your class, and 9 times out of 10 it isn't close, but the one day it's close, the kids are like on the edge of their seat. This game, Mind Soccer, is going to be close every single time you play. And the beauty is, soccer itself is often a close game. So the boys are advancing the ball. Yay! And the girls are groaning. Oh! Another question right. Yay! Oh! Yay! Oh! You give a question, and a kid doesn't get the answer out quite fast enough, and you determine what's fast because you're the ref. You say, steal! And the girls cheer like this. Yeah! And the boys go, oh! But the question is, when you say steal, what do you do if a kid complains? You know, like that mouthy, high-energy Sam that's going to complain if a bird sings. What do? Nancy, you are so right. Keep the scorekeeper happy. Even better, to keep the soccer metaphor, there's only one rule, and we love that rule. Square root teacher, you got it. The one rule is keep the ref happy. So here's what you do. Here's what you do. The kid complains. You say, you know what would be cool? Get a whistle. Penalty! Move the ball in the other direction. Or you give the ball to the other team. Whatever you want to do. You're the ref. You only have to blow 1 or 2 penalties. You get a kid who's eye-rolling you. My friends, you're the ref. Does eye-rolling make you happy? Does that make you happy? Or is it time for... Tell me about it. I'm looking at the answers. That's right, no. No, not at all, square root teach. Are you going to whistle them? I'm just thinking about the whistle today. Chris Rexdale, what do you think about the whistle? Is that going to be too loud and piercing? Talk to the whistle. That's good. Time for the whistle. Blow the whistle. Toot 'em. Game moves too fast for any eye rolling. You're right, Nancy. Indio Eileen, we're glad you're here. It may work. Chris, think about it. We'll talk about it. Chris is just my soul brother. Guy started out, he's my student. We're just pitching ideas back and forth all the time. Just, you know what we're doing? This is what we're doing. We're polishing whole brain teaching. Yeah. You know what else we're doing? We're weaving that golden thread of fun all the time. Let's go to our next slide, my friends. Here we go. Couple new characters for you. One of them I didn't even get to name. Miss Stewart says, keep the ref happy, I can dig it. See, she's got that attitude. I dig it royally, says this other guy. If a player argues with a call or complains about a steal, even rolls her eyes, whatever, you give the other team the ball, or you move the ball closer to the complainer's goal, or you award a point to the other team. Anything you want. You're the ref. And baby, you got a short fuse. So my friends, don't ask me, what do I do if someone doesn't make the ref happy? Check it out. Glasses coming off. You're the ref. You do whatever you want to do. Move the ball. Tootle them. Give a point. You got a short fuse. And of course we do this all in a good-natured way. But you know what? We do like being the ref. Ask me any questions you got. Class is going back on. I'm feeling it tonight, my friends. I'm taking another shot of this California water. It's not that bad. All right, questions. You're the cheese in charge. What if only one child is yelling out answers? How to get the whole team to respond? You know what? You got one kid yelling out answers, the refs ain't happy. Toodle him. We've never had a case where only one kid is yelling out answers. What you might do is say, you know what? Let's practice. I want you to answer. Only one kid answers. You say, you know what? That'll get you a whistle. Start asking easy questions. That's it. Ask easy questions. Get a lot of kids to answer. How far the ball gets advanced, it's up to you. You have total control of this game. You can ask any questions you want, and you can make that ball move back and forth. The most exciting game in the world can take place on your whiteboard. And it doesn't cost anything. You got an eraser in your room? You got some markers? You got a quarter for a whistle? Or borrow one from your dad? You got all you need. Let's look at the next little slide here. Here's our screen. Toodles is emphasizing this point. To make the game really intense, use a timer and only let the kids play for a few minutes. That's very important. Use your powers as a ref to keep the game hysterically close. When you're done, they'll be begging for more academic review. The first time you play, please do me a favor. Bring in a kitchen timer. You set it for 1 minute. And maybe it takes some 30 seconds for boys and girls to get on the other side of the classroom and captains, and they get to play for 15 seconds. Ding! The timer goes off. Oh my goodness, my friends. Maybe next time we'll be a little bit faster. You follow what I'm saying? Look at me. Listen to me. I'm sorry, I can't avoid it. The smaller the reward, the more valuable it is. If your kids are playing for 1 minute of mind soccer, how valuable is every second? And oh my goodness, maybe in a few weeks we'll play for 2 minutes of mind soccer. Ooh, just give it to them. Little bitty bites of fun. Little teeny piece of candy tastes so sweet we want another one. Are you digging that? Are you feeling that, as we say out here in California? Like gold. Is there a winner? I'm sorry. I gotta laugh. I gotta laugh. That's Coach B laughing. Is there a winner? Who's the ref? There's a winner if you want there to be a winner. There's a tie game if you want there to be a tie game. The game gets stopped after a minute and there's no score. Whatever you want. You're the ref. Get used to the power. You see, you're not used to having the power in classroom. You're going to have the power here. Of course, you have the power in all of whole brain teaching because you are the weaver of the golden thread. The more fun, the more learning. Unfortunately, not the other way around. The more learning, the more fun. More fun, more learning. We want learning fun. Kids focused on having a lot of fun in the classroom, they're learning. On-task laughter. Yes, glasses are going back on. Yes, Nancy. All right, here we go. Let us go to our next slide. Mrs. Stewart says, sounds keno, but where does mind soccer fit into my classroom routine? See, she's always got these issues. Toodles, he's relaxed. He says the scoreboard is for short-term rewards. A minute more recess today, a problem less of math homework. Mind soccer is a long-term reward, a few minutes on Friday. Let's look at how you might set up your whiteboard. You see, you got the scoreboard on one side where they're working for short-term rewards, end of the day. Mind soccer, you put some stars up. Use the scoreboard for daily rewards. When your kids earn 10 stars, which will usually take about a week, they can play mind soccer. Now, I need your attention here. There's lots of ways of getting kids the privilege of playing mind soccer. This is the way we've used for several years. I'm going to talk about 2 more ways for kids to earn the privilege of playing mind soccer. We feel mind soccer is so fun that we can ask kids to do extraordinary things to earn the right to play. But if you just want to go in with easy baby steps, then you see some kids doing good stuff, you kids are really doing good, there's a star on the board. We never erase those stars. When you get 10 stars, kids, we'll play mind soccer. All right, we'll start with 2 minutes. We'll play mind soccer for 2 minutes as a start. So, scoreboard, end of the day rewards. Mind soccer stars, about 10 of them for end of the week reward. So then you got kids looking short term, long term. Teaching heaven. They're having fun learning. You're having fun teaching. That's what God meant us to do. Oh my goodness. I said the word God. Yeah. Who's going to stop me? I'm in my study. Yeah, that feels good. All right, let's look at our... Now, this is a big screen. I'm going slow. It's a long year. Keep mind soccer fresh by slowly adding the following. Instead of a coin flip to start the game, let captains face each other and answer a Jeopardy-style question. Or introduce new calls. When the ref shouts free ball, the next question can be answered by either side. I'm thinking of a science term. Read my mind. Means both sides shout out science topics until they guess what the ref is thinking. Let's talk about free ball. So you're going to play this all year, and anything that you play all year, it's a long year, so you need to keep it fresh. So one way to keep it fresh, we've talked about change how the captains do it. The captains can start Jeopardy style, slap their hand down to get an answer. Or you can introduce new calls, new rules. One new call is, you're playing the game along, it's really close, you go, free ball. That means the ball's up in the air. Who's going to get it? And then you say, I'm thinking of a landform. Read my mind. So the kids start shouting out all the landforms. Or you say, I'm thinking of a bone in the human body. And they start shouting out ribs, elbows. When you do free ball, you just open up a topic. Both sides can shout out, and they're reviewing the whole topic. And they say, oh, that's right. I was thinking of the sternum. That was the bone I was thinking of. Free ball, use it tomorrow. Yes, isn't that beautiful? But listen, you want to use it tomorrow? Don't use it tomorrow. If you've been playing mind soccer a lot, maybe you should use it tomorrow. But keep good stuff in your back pocket. We want to rush out there with all the good stuff. Hold on to it. You're going to need it more later than you are tomorrow. That's a good saying. You're going to need it more later than you are tomorrow. Save the good stuff, little by little. Let's look at our next. This is the same screen. Shootout means you have 5 team members from each side go against the opposing team's captain in a Jeopardy-style face-to-face contest. All right, how would that work? So you say, all right, shootout. So you got 5 here, and you got the team captain. You throw in a question, one of the 5 tries to answer it. Whoever is first and right wins. So if the goalie is first and right, then the kick is blocked. If the kicker is first and right, then the goal scores. If they're both wrong, you're the ref. Figure out what you want to do or say. But think of soccer. Talk to someone who knows about soccer. Shootouts are really exciting. We got 5 people trying to score against 1 person. Let's look at another soccer feature. Goal kick means one team has made the ref so unhappy that the other team gets a free question and 5 seconds to answer it for a goal. You probably need a printout of this PDF for all these extra rules. You want to fold the extra rules in as the year goes on. Tell teams the subject areas for Mind Soccer and let them practice playing each other. The team captain fires questions at her teammates. Or play a speed round where teams only have 5 seconds to answer, too slow. Or play monkeys, where the teams can make monkey sounds to distract the other team trying to answer questions. I don't know if anybody has used this monkeys thing, but Chris, have you ever used the monkeys defense? Here's how it works. Say, all right, here's what we're going to do. When I ask a question of this side over here, you can make monkey noises and gestures to distract them. Ooh, ooh, oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Will they like it? Yes. Do we want them to like it? Absolutely. They're kids. We want them to like the experience in the classroom. That idea is so revolutionary, we're not going to call ourselves an education reform movement all the time. We're going to call ourselves an education revolution, built around a few simple ideas like kids could use their whole brains when they're teaching and learning. Another revolutionary idea, teachers talk too long. Another revolutionary idea, learning should be always fun. Whoa, that's revolutionary. See the revolution? And that kids should teach each other. That's revolutionary. I'm feeling the revolution. Are you feeling it? Oh, you want to know revolutionary? Here it comes. Here it comes. Watch this. And all the material should be free. Oh, that's a revolution. All right, let's go back to our screen. I'm rolling tonight. Yes, Nancy Stoltenberg. You like the monkey stuff? Kids would love it. If they love it, let's do it. Oh, educational smack talking. Yeah, this is a Rexted special. See, he allows smack talking like, you guys think you're good? We're good. We know all the states and capitals. Oh yeah? You know all the states and capitals? Well, we are the kings of multiplication. That would be educational smack talking. See, let them be kids. I personally, because I'm a much more peaceful, low-key guy than Chris Rexted, you think I'm hyped up? You better look at Chris Rexted sometime at a conference. He doesn't even touch the ground, my friends. He comes in like 6 inches off the ground and he just floats up in the air. That's Chris Rexted for you. But for me, a more low-key personality, a calmer kind of person, I like positive trash talking. You're so good. You're so smart. We wish that we were you. No, you're good. You're smart. You get good grades on the test. You've passed some tests. You're smart. Positive trash talking. Indio, Tiffany, Heather, Nancy, Budsley, what do you think? Positive trash talking, educational smack talking. What do you think? Tell me about it, my friends. Yes, it's funny. It should be funny. Learning should be fun. That's the revolution. Lots of rapid-fire questions on any subject you want. Close, short games once a week. Oodles of steals and cheering and groaning. Keep adding variations to keep the game fresh. That's Mind Soccer. It's also teaching heaven. Yes, your 6th graders would love it, Hodgson. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. Taught college for 40 years, incredibly happy. I started Mind Soccer in my college philosophy class. The kids were going back and forth. I hear them out in the stairwell walking away. Kids are saying, wow, that was fun. Yeah. What were they doing? They're talking about philosophy, Mind Soccer, grown-up kids. Everybody's got a limbic system. Oh, this is it. Limbic system down inside the brain. Here's your brain. Take your brain apart. Down inside here is where the emotions are. Everybody's got a limbic system. Get down into the limbic system and no one can resist learning. Golden thread of fun, stitched right down into the limbic system. Oh yeah, I'm ready for another shot of California Clear. That's what I'm calling it, California Clear. Here's to you, my friends. Ah, that stuff is good. Now let's go back to our next slide. You know me, I try not to get too excited, but I always fail. All right, year-long Mind Soccer plan. August to December, month 1, do frequent Fridays. I would change that to 2 minutes in the first month. Then increase it to 3 or 4 minutes. Then maybe month 3, that's maybe when you start boys versus girls. Why start with boys versus girls? Keep boys versus girls in your back pocket. Before Christmas, go for 5 minutes of boys versus girls. Use free ball and do 1 shootout. Keep it growing. Don't give away all your good stuff in October. It's a long year. It's a long year, he said, flying in from outer space. Let me go over to this way. Now here's my next screen. I think you can read it. January to June, frequent Fridays. That means you don't win Mind Soccer every Friday. 5 to 10 minutes. Use your leaders in the Jeopardy style of boys versus girls, free ball shootouts. Slowly add positive trash talk or Rexstead's educational smack talking or monkey defense or speed rounds or passing. You know, give each side a little soccer ball, and you ask a kid a question he doesn't know, he passes to another kid. Or ask kids a 3-part question. Good, pass, good, oh, you dropped it, other side gets it. Possibilities are endless. Here we go. Now, here's the important point. I'm going to go back to this view right here. If you look at Broadcast 501, and I'm going to show you how to access Broadcast 501 in a second, you're going to use minutes of Mind Soccer as a reward for the amount of homework a class completes. Or, look at Broadcast 506, prove it. Seconds of Mind Soccer are used as a reward for how energetically kids practice test taking. This is the big innovation in Mind Soccer this season. We think the game is so fun, you shouldn't just give it away for random goodness. We like random goodness, but you know what? Better than that, we like lots of kids doing a lot of homework. Now that's the universal homework model. Check it out. I'm asking you seriously to consider looking at program 501. Look at program 506. Let's use the gold of Mind Soccer to get kids to do the most important things in our class. Prepare for tests. Do some homework. Just wring the gold out of this marvelous game. What do you think? Let's go to our next screen here. Prove it is super. That's right. Universal homework model. I'll show you how to access these. And now, if you want to see a Mind Soccer video and you want to see what an incredible teacher Chris Rexstead is, go to YouTube. If you just type in my name, Chris Biffle, you will see a Mind Soccer video. In fact, through the magic of the internet, I'm going to take you there. I think that's got a song. I'm going to take you there someplace. Let's get through this and let's look at the internet. So Mrs. Connolly says, gosh, Mind Soccer sounds great, but how could I get professional development credit for this broadcast and a copy of these slides? That's a good question, Mrs. Connerly. Well, all you have to do is go to wholebrainteaching.com. Look at me now. Go to wholebrainteaching.com, and there's a PayPal box. Type in 5.07. Send me $5.07. I will send you, when you send me $5.07, that certificate, which comes at the end of these slides, and this certificate, which verifies that you watched the program. You get all of the slides and the certificates $5.07. I'll show you how to do that. Now, for more information about whole brain teaching, post questions on the forum, download free ebooks, view videos, join us on Facebook. Go to Whole Brain Teaching. If you want me, now that I'm retired, to come to your school, to come to your district, send me an email, chrisbiffle@wholebrainteaching.com. Pretty easy to remember. I'll tell you what you need to do as a next step, or just get ahead of the game. Have an administrator contact me. We won't charge teachers, but we are going to ask districts to help support this revolution by paying us what they typically pay out-of-state presenters. So send me an email. You want me to come by? What I've been doing is giving conferences and hanging around for a few days, walking classrooms. Look at me. You know, this is getting a little dark here. I think it's going to rain outside. Walking classrooms. I'm going to turn on the light. Watch this magic. I'll make the magic happen. See, that's our high-tech lighting system. And we have a special light that shows that slightly shiny place on the top of Coach Biffle's head. Yeah, I'll come to your classroom. Right now, me and you, the person out there, I'll come to your classroom. I'll watch what you're doing. I'll stand up and give a demo lesson. You want me to do that? Get an administrator in a headlock. Give him a noogie. Convince him. Let's start talking. Or Chris Rexstead will come. Or Andrea Schindler. Or Angela Macias. One of these days, one of our incredible interns, and we've got a good handful of great interns. All right, my friends. But what's coming next week, Tuesday, October 11th? I will tell you what's coming next week. What's coming next week is brain toys. Yes. Super powerful devices that cost you nothing, that increase critical thinking skill and general hilarity. Brain toys. Indio Tiffany, you know about brain toys. So let's go online and look at some of these things I've been talking about here, my friends. And just look online. I'm going to bring up the web page. Let's look at Deb Weigel. You know how effective those brain toys are. I'm going now to the Whole Brain Teaching website. Check it out, my friends. You see over here a little PayPal box. And I'm going to give you a close-up of this. Why? Because I can. Because it's so easy. Close-up box of the PayPal. Coming over, and now I'm coming down. See that? $5.07. I get the message and I send you the PDF with professional development certificate. Now, let's go down here. I'm going to show you something really cool. If you're ready for something cool, say, Coach B, give us something cool. Check this out. Now, here we are right now. I'm showing you our live broadcast. Now watch this, my friends. Watch, please. Here are the archived broadcasts. Are you with me? Here is 506. This is 505. This is 504. Right here, you can barely see it, is a little arrow. Watch what happens when I press the little arrow. See, it moves over. There's 503. There's 502 hiding back there. There's 501, Universal Homework Model. Don't forget the magic little arrow. Can you dig the arrow? They're all archived there, one after another. Good luck. Oral writing is the best. Now, let's look at our YouTube website. Oh, this is incredible. It says, functionality is not available. We're maintaining site maintenance. All right. Go to YouTube when it's working again. And you know what? If your district cancels or stops YouTube, that's okay. Go to TeacherTube. Type in Chris Biffle. YouTube's better because I put Mind Soccer right on the main page. Oral writing with your K students. My friends, any questions? We got a few minutes left. Indio Tiffany, how many viewers did we have here today? Oh, that lighting is just so much better. Number of viewers that we had here today. Let me know. And any questions? So if you can't get YouTube at school, try it at home. 140 at the peak. Indio Tiffany, that just couldn't be. That's too wonderful. My friends, next week, Brain Toys, do not miss it. Or you could miss it if you're not doing any critical thinking. You know, you got a class, some sort of class, there's no critical thinking going on. Or go ahead and miss it if your kids don't like fun. You got a bunch of kids that, we don't want to have fun. Let us just sit here and be like this. See, no, I don't care. Every kid, they got a limbic system. That's where the fun lives. Open it up. Give me some questions. Genius Ladder, my kids are labeling the parts. Yes, that's great. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Paul McCartney, I'm ready to play. Let's have a little team. Get an administrator, invite me to your school. Yes, it works with everybody, my friends. Any more questions? You know, EduCarp, I wouldn't give them a base time. I would just say all of the Mind Soccer that you're earning is going to be from universal homework and from Prove It. Keep it close. How do they earn stars? Amber Nash, excellent question. You have a moment in class and you're just seeing everybody's working, everybody's focused, they're just being such great students. It just warms your heart. When you see that, go give them a Mind Soccer star. You know you have that time many times a day. They're lining up so well. They come into their seats. They're so quiet. They get their books out. They're asking these good questions. It's time for a Mind Soccer star. But Amber, I would encourage you to look at Prove It and the Universal Homework Model because kids love Mind Soccer so much. It's so much fun. Let's help them learn even more. That's right. It's like Super Improver, but for the whole class. Yes, I wouldn't use Super Improvers to add to Mind Soccer. Let's just keep, Buzzley, let's just keep Mind Soccer minutes to Prove It and the Universal Homework Model. Super Improvers is individual, where a kid is setting and breaking individual records. Take a look at that Super Improvers. It's great for every kid in class because every kid is only competing with themselves. We're coming at this learning thing from lots of different angles. But the big picture is, got to have that golden thread of fun. You do? You have their limbic system involved. Let's just talk about that for a second. Here's the brain, and down inside the brain is the limbic system, down inside here. We've got too much hollow learning going on. You say the kids don't care? That's because their emotions are not involved. Fun is the best way to reach their emotions. Works for my college kid. Works in kindergarten. Works everywhere in between, my friends. Any more questions? All right, my friends, it's about time to tune out. I will try to get those PDFs off to you tonight or tomorrow. And I'll see you next Tuesday night. And remember, I'm going to Istanbul, but I'll be thinking about you. Good night, my friends. Power to the teachers. And God bless us all because He is blessing us so powerfully with this revolution and just the privilege of having jobs where we can help kids. Amen. Amen. See you next Tuesday night, my friends. Stay in touch. Power to the teachers.